Hey there everybody, friendly neighborhood webhead here, and I swear, we have gotten such an overload of Kingdom Hearts 3 awesomeness that right now the community has been hit by an ultra hype wave that right now all of us are just literally going insane over the latest Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that we got prior to Tokyo Game Show. And we thought that the short version was awesome, but this 3-minute and 43-second trailer defied and toppled our expectations of how awesome the trailer was going to be. I mean, seriously, good lord, I'm still going nuts over the trailer, and everyone has been going insane over it. The entire community is abuzz. And the most awesome thing about this is that in these 3 minutes and 43 seconds, there's just so much content to go through, that there's so much to analyze. It's crazy. And well, I'm just really excited, and I'm just loving this game. So, let's get down to it. The fact of the matter is, I honestly do not know how Nomura and Square Enix managed to make this game look even more badass with each trailer that drops. Because honestly, I seriously don't know how they do it. Every time they release a trailer, the game keeps looking better and better and better. And this time, we got an extended hands-on look at San Francisco. And let me say that the world is looking absolutely beautiful. And it looks like it's so expansive and huge. And in the glimpse of gameplay, we saw Sora teaming up with Baymax and the two of them doing a link attack. And then we also saw Sora mounting Baymax and flying through the city, and you could see cars moving. So, like, there's that. And that is freaking awesome. And we see the interactions of Big Hero 6 with how Sora dubs him, Donald, and Goofy as the Keyblade Hero 3, which is pretty awesome. Talking with each other, like about to face off against the giant rock troll looking Heartless. And oh my god, the game looks freaking amazing. And all that polished detail, and we even saw, I don't know if it was like an official boss fight or like a semi-boss, but it was like a giant red hand that turned out to be the bug blocks from Recoded, which many had seen in the previous trailer, in the short trailer for the game that was released prior to the current one. And a lot of people have been speculating that Data Riku was back. And later on in the trailer, that proved to be the case. So it seems that somehow Xehanort was able to go into Jiminy's journal and corrupt Data Riku with his heart. And now Data Riku seems to be a seeker of darkness. And that is pretty dang crazy. We also got a chance to see a little bit more of the Nano Arm combat style that is associated with the Big Hero 6 Keyblade that we get from San Francisco. And we also saw what appeared to be a sort of minigame in which Sora is going through these luminescent rings. I guess he has to obtain a certain amount of them in order to complete the minigame, I guess. And then after that, we get more lore, we get more story content, because we see Hero, Baymax, and Go-Go talking with Sora atop the bridge, the San Francisco Bridge, and it's a direct reference to the Days Trio, because as you can see, Hero and the others are eating ice cream, and for that brief moment, you get to see Roxas, Hayner, Pence, and Olette, and I'm like, oh my god, the feels. And then I just love how the trailer proceeds to show footage from the different worlds. They show a little bit of the Kingdom of Corona, they show a little bit of the Caribbean, they show a little bit of Arendelle, and I love how they dedicate a segment, like, small bits and pieces just to give us an overall look of how the graphics are coming along. And let me say, it is just amazing stuff. Not to mention, that I almost forgot to mention, the chess scene that started the trailer. It was beautiful. Like, you can see how much the game has improved graphically, and it just makes me all the more excited to see that introductory sequence with young Master Ericus and Xehanort. Like, I'm really excited to see what that leads up to, because seriously, it just looks amazing. Just amazing. And when I saw Davy Jones, I honestly just fanboyed like hell. He looked amazing, and I was like, Whoa, the tentacles, they got everything right, and it looks so grim and menacing. And something that I fanboyed to even more was the fact that we're going to be taking part in the Maelstrom battle from at World's End, which is something that I had fantasized about ever since thinking that the Caribbean would be in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, I had always thought that the Maelstrom battle would be a perfect battle to have in Kingdom Hearts, and this is the case. We also get to see a small snippet of Riku and Mickey talking to each other in what seems to be the realm of darkness, and Riku talking about facing the darkness, and Mickey telling him that he finally found the strength to protect the things that matter. And I'm guessing this is just like revolving around the whole Riku redemption arc that has been prominent throughout the entire series. And then we see Luxor talking about the box and how no one knows what's inside it, which means that even the organization itself does not know what the box contains. And for those of you who don't know, the box that he's probably referring to is the box that the Master of Masters gave to Luxu at the end of Key back cover. The ever so mysterious box that apparently has a very key importance in the game. And then we see Sora, Dahl, and Goofy confronting Larxene, and Sora is, proclaiming that they don't have the 13 Seekers of Darkness, but Larxene assures to him that that is indeed the case, that they do actually have all 13 Seekers. And I think that what is also pretty damn awesome is, in terms of the gameplay bits that we see, that, like I said, the Maelstrom battle, it just looks flippin' amazing. And then the combat that we see, like, in a general area in the Caribbean, like, I gotta say, like, up until now, one of my absolute favorite Keyblades, if not my most favorite Keyblade from the whole game up to this moment, is that Keyblade that you obtain from the Caribbean. Like, the transformation looks amazing, and it even has Kraken tentacles, like, as a finishing move, I guess. And they also even show a selfie feature. A selfie feature of all things, in which you can take pictures, like Sora was taking a selfie with a Heartless. Like, that was crazy stuff. And then they also show Sora and Marshmallow from Frozen fighting against a really cool Heartless boss. And let me say that that team-up was badass. What's crazy, though, is that, Frozen is a good film. It's not one of my favorites, but it's a pretty good film in the Disney, animated classic series. But, when I saw Sora and Marshmallow teaming up and doing that awesome giant meteor, whatever it is, attack, I'm like, wow, Marshmallow's a badass ally to have. And then we see a few more story bits in which we see Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, and Braig, or Zigbar, talking about, if he wavers from the path we lay, we destroy him. And then Braig is like, well, then we might have to find a new vessel. And it mysteriously cuts to Sora. So I'm guessing they're still trying to make Sora a vessel. So it seems that our hero could be in potential trouble. Oh, and another badass thing is the whole thing about the gummy phone. That was a neat little feature, when you see Sora trying to contact Riku, but Ienzo pops up instead. And what's awesome as well is that Hayner, Pence, and Olette are wanting to help Sora to get Roxas and the other Twilight Town. I love the continuity there, because, the whole thing about the Twilight Town trio, befriending Sora, and Sora promising that he would return, and now he's actually returned. And, it's awesome how it all, neatly falls into place together. And then they also show Sora confronting Data Riku. And let me say, Data Riku looks pretty sinister. And I'm really curious to see what's the story there. I expected Repliku to be a Seeker, but it seems that actually it's Data Riku. And Repliku seems to be, on his own, and Riku is to be his mentor and whatnot. And I think one of the most surprising things as well, of the many surprises we got in this trailer, is the fact that Vexen and Demix are in on this. They're Seekers of Darkness too. But a lot of people are speculating that they may not actually be Seekers, and that they may actually be just undercover. And I'll explain why in just a bit. Then we are shown Vanitas with Ventus in the Land of Departure. And yes, you heard me, Like, it doesn't look like Castle Oblivion. It looks like the place reverted back to the Land of Departure somehow. And Vanitas is sitting right atop the chair that Ventus is sitting on in sleep. And then we get a fuller glimpse of Dark Aqua, and, you know, it's heartbreaking. Just seeing her, like, when she says that all she feels is misery and despair and that she wants us to feel it, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that the entire community has felt that despair very, very thoroughly. And I think another part of the trailer that was super exciting was when we finally got an up-and-close look at Old Man Xehanort himself. Now, if that's not badass, I don't know what is. And we even got a new voice actor for him, so I'm just waiting to see how his new English voice actor sounds like. I'm really hoping he sounds very similar or as close to Leonard Nimoy as possible. And then for the final barrage, we get a montage of clips in which we see Aqua struggling against the Guardian, Lee and Kairi having a conversation, Demyx carrying someone in sheets, which many assume to be Ventus, and we also see Ienzo with his head down, like looking all downtrodden, and the guy who puts a hand over his shoulder, like based on his mustache and goatee, that is probably Ansem the Wise. Now, I don't know how is it that his return is possible. I mean, in Kingdom Hearts, anything is possible, so I'm pretty sure that Sora brought him back with the key to return Hearts or something. I honestly don't know. But the fact of the matter is, Ansem the Wise has returned. And this goes back into what I was saying about Vexen and Demyx. Like, maybe they're just undercover and working for Ansem the Wise, as maybe Ansem the Wise is trying to atone for his mistakes and trying to, you know, help Sora and the others, like, in the shadows, like, in secret. And maybe Vexen and Demyx are, you know, helping Ansem the Wise infiltrate the true organization so they can get a rundown on what Xehanort has planned. And then we also see a very brief glimpse of Lee and Aiza in the Twilight Town Clock Tower. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a flashback or something, but all I know is that feels are there, definitely much so. And we see a very, very split-second glimpse of what seems to be Terranort. Like, he seems to be, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm pretty sure it's really, really interesting. And then we see Vanitas looming over Aqua, about to stab his Keyblade through her, just like he was going to do in Birth by Sleep, like even the same pose and everything. And a lot of people were speculating that maybe he was going to split Aqua's heart, you know, to have her dark counterpart come out, kind of like how Master Xehanort did the same to Ventus. And then we see the scene where Sora reaches out to Aqua, like from the intro cinematic of 0.2, and apparently that is canon, which is awesome. And we see Sora in Ventus's dive to heart, and that is a very beautiful imagery right there. Oh, and if I hadn't mentioned it already, the scene where Sora picks up the Master Keeper, that was like the very first tease, like from the very first trailer, like we got a little more context of what's happening there, and it seems that, you know, that might be where Sora opens a portal, or I don't know what happens where he gets to find Aqua or something. Well, all I know is that it's very intriguing. And then we see another image in which we see Sora and Kairi sitting together in the Paupu tree in Destiny Islands. No doubt for some romantic shindigs right there. But I think the final two and most impacting images are when we see Lee crying and that Roxas reveal at the very end. Oh my god, shivers down my spine. And he was wielding both Oathkeeper and Oblivion. And, you know, it was definitely spine-chilling stuff. And a lot of people are speculating that either this is Roxas or it is Data Roxas from Recoded. There's a lot of that going up in the air, but I honestly don't know. But yes, oh my god, it's just, this has been exciting as hell, and this trailer was truly something magnificent. And something that was also really beautiful about this trailer is that we got a little bit more of the English version of Shikai. Don't think twice. Oh, it just makes me want to listen to the full version all the more. Like, release the English version already. But yes, that is basically my rundown of the trailer and all the awesomeness that ensued in it. I'm going to making a few videos as, well, I'm going to try and make them as, like, upload them as back-to-back as I can, you know, as often as possible. But like I said in previous videos, since I've been busy, I don't know how often I can be able to post videos. But, you know, I do definitely want to dig in and discuss a bit more about what's been happening and about all the news that we're no doubt going to receive over the course of this weekend, because Nomura himself said that at Tokyo Game Show proper, we're going to be getting more information regarding Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's definitely going to be something awesome. But anyways, let me know what you all thought of the most recent Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. I think it's probably one of the most amazing trailers we've gotten. But to me, the Caribbean world reveal is still my top favorite Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer of all time. This one would come a close second. But anyways, what did you think of the new trailer? What was your favorite part? Does it get you even more hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3? Because I know it does to me. But anyways, whatever you think, let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. Anyways, this has been Friendly Neighborhood Webhead, signing out.